Elizabeth kind of introduced the outline of the solutions that we're going to be proposing here. But now I'm going to kind of go into the details of all the solutions that we came up with. So first of all, one obvious solution that we can do to fix this problem is to have the Lex Trade bus system running until 9 p.m. If not during the whole year, at least during the winter months. Now we all know kind of towards the end of the spring semester and early fall semester and all throughout the summer, it really doesn't get dark until anywhere from 9 to 10 p.m. So let's say you have a night class ending at 7 p.m. during the summertime, you're going to feel a lot more safer leaving that class and going, whether it's to your dorm or your car, because people are kind of out and about and it doesn't get dark until a lot more later in the evening. Whereas if that night class got out at 7 during the winter months, it's already dark, it's cold outside, people really aren't out and about during the winter time, and you're going to feel a whole lot more unsafe getting from point A to point B without that bus transportation as an option anymore. So that's why it's so crucial that the Lex Trade buses here on campus run until 9 p.m., if not during the whole year, which would be awesome, but at least during the winter months when it does get dark so early. Now, another solution that we kind of came up with was to have an emergency after-hours taxi service at no cost to University of Kentucky students. And this would run from the hours that public transportation ends at 7 p.m. here until the morning, like around dusk, or excuse me, from dawn to like 7 a.m. And this service would run from Sunday through Saturday, 7 days a week, like I said, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And it's great for students that, if you're going out to a party and something happens and you start to feel unsafe, if you're just leaving a night class and you just feel unsafe getting from where you are to your car, your house, it's just a great option for students in case an emergency does happen. And a lot of students here do sometimes take Uber, Lyft, or even Lexington City taxis, but many students don't feel safe taking these because they don't know the driver's intentions, their past. And we know that these drivers kind of have to go through background checks in order to work for this service. But still, that doesn't mean that they have the best of intentions and, could be hiding something or have kind of a dark past that students don't know about. So, and actually it was reported in a recent study published on CBS News that about 5,000 sexual assault or just inappropriate conduct has kind of occurred through Uber and Lyft rides over the past couple of years. So this is why students don't feel safe always taking an Uber, especially if it's late at night. So this emergency after-hours taxi service that would be provided, drivers would have to go through a very strict background check and kind of a training and procedural information that would be given to them from the university. So students kind of have a better feeling about who's taking them to where they need to go and just a better sense of safety so they can get from that point A to point B as safe as possible. So one last kind of different solution we kind of came up with was to actually have students learn about self-defense and safety during freshman orientation. Now this is actually being done at the Ohio State University right now. Students are being required to learn a self-defense class before they are allowed to become like an official student on campus during their freshman orientation. So this would be great during K-Week because I know when I was a student back during K-Week, we talked about how to get involved, the places to eat, and all that's great, but we really didn't talk about one big issue, and that was safety here on campus, especially if you're going to be living on campus where most of these incidents are occurring. And it was recently published in an article by the New York Times that 88% of sexual assaults are actually occurring on campus, while only 12% of those were not on campus. And 79% of targeted violence, such as, robberies, burglaries, and just like assault cases happened on campus, while only about 1/5 of those happened off campus. So you think it would actually be the opposite way around, but it's not. Most of these incidents are actually occurring on campus, which is why it's so important that students kind of have that safe transportation that can get them wherever they need to go because of statistics like this that have been shown in recent studies and have been published to the public. So that's kind of our basic solutions we've come up with right now. So just imagine a university where, crime has gone down, students are safer, the number of sexual assaults have gone down. And if we kind of implement these strategies, making the buses run until 9 p.m., if not the whole year, at least during the winter months, including this emergency after-hours taxi service at no cost to UK students, and teaching students, self-defense and safety during K-Week, this would be great solutions to help lower the rates of, sexual assault, violence, and just a better sense of security and safety for UK students, especially those who are freshmen or maybe a different year living on campus. These are great solutions that we can implement to create a safer university here. So in just a minute here, Nicole is going to kind of introduce, or excuse me, not introduce, but kind of conclude everything that me and Lizzie have talked about, and just kind of give some more statistics and facts of why this issue is such a big deal and how we can propose some good solutions towards it. So thanks for watching here, and yeah, thanks so much.